Okay, yay, and we are on record. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on this amazing Thursday. I don't know about you guys, but it has been snowing here in Alaska, so we're experiencing our second wave of winter, apparently, and we had an earthquake this morning, so Lord have mercy. But I'm so glad you guys are here and you have plugged in and you are staying plugged into your team. I'm proud of you. And if you're watching the recording right now, I just want to say you're amazing. Thank you for taking the time to watch the recording, to get plugged in with us and be inspired. All right, we're going to do something fun tonight. We usually watch a Welcome to Plexus video that corporate puts on. But tonight I'm going to show you a couple things right after I tell my kiddos to go out of my office. Nope, don't scream. Nope, nope. Go upstairs together. After my meeting, I will talk with you. Sorry, my 3-year-old is having a meltdown. My apologies. Okay, so thank you for plugging in. We're going to do something a little bit different. Instead of watching the corporate Welcome to Plexus, Mitzi and Tony and I have been talking, and we wanted to share with you guys some resources we had forgotten about in our virtual office. So we're going to do that really quick for the next 15 minutes or so. And then we're going to jump over to our Team Fire Zoom call. They had, I can't remember her first name. Hold on. Jessica Heffley, who is an amazing woman, and Brenda interviewed Jessica Heffley, and I don't want you guys to miss that. So I am going to spotlight our lovely interpreter, and I'm going to go ahead and screen share. And this is Emma, by the way. Everybody say hi to Emma, our wonderful interpreter. Okay, here we go. Let's screen share. There we are. Okay, so, all right, you guys recognize this. This is our Plexus website, and right here's your virtual office. All right, when you guys click into here, like I am doing, maybe if my computer's working. There we go. We're waking up. Here we go. We're running a little bit of slow. It's probably being affected by the snow. I don't know. I'm teasing mostly. Okay, right over here in our training center, we're going to click Resource Library. And down here, Ambassador Toolkits. This is an amazing powerhouse for you guys. Such great info and a lot of fun information. So right here, we've got these toolkits. Now, for some reason this month, the product of the month link is not working. I'm going to let corporate know that that link's not working, but just so you know, it's not you. I can't get it to work either. But there's a bunch of toolkits that you have in here. And one that I'm going to highlight is our ProBio 5 toolkit. And I'm going to show you exactly what it does. So you just click on it, and this is literally a whole page of information about ProBio 5. And remember, this is our powerhouse probiotic. This has that enzyme complex that gets in, it kills bad bacteria in the gut. We love this product. So it has a little video, and I'm going to play it for you, like a minute long. There's Tony. Tony's signing in. Let me get Tony in here. Trying to turn this on too. Oh, there we go. Okay. And here we go. We're going to go ahead and play. Okay, so this is just music, just letting you know, and there's words flashing up on the screen. This is just a quick, informative video. We're just going to watch it together. Okay, I love this video, and here's why. I hear this a lot, and I felt the same way. When you get started in this business, you're like, I don't know what to say. I have no idea what to say. There's 25 products. We're all focused in on gut health and balancing things in our body. What do I say? You don't have to stress about what to say. I love it when our company talks about earning while you learn. And this is exactly that. You can learn these things while you share and start bringing in an income. Share this video. This probiotic is amazing, and it pops up with all the reasons why it's amazing for you. So if somebody goes, okay, cool, yeah, I'm interested in gut health, but what is this probiotic you're talking about? Send them this video. Let the video do the talking for you. Say, actually, I'm still learning myself, but I have this really great video that goes into the ingredients. It's like a minute long. Here, I'll send it to you. And then you send it and you let it do the talking for you. And then there's just a ton of information in here for you to peruse and share with others. So you've got these social media shareables. You can share these in your stories. These are beautiful. You click download and you've got them to share in your stories on Facebook or Instagram, wherever you guys like to social media. Here's the Probio 5 information sheet. And this is that video we just watched. So, and then here, this is the weed seed feed video. I'm going to play this one really quick too. It's such a good video. It's 2 minutes and 43 seconds. We'll watch it and then we'll go into something else really quick, and then we'll answer some questions. All right, here we go.
The secret to feeling your best physically, mentally, and emotionally lies in your gut, because a balanced gut is key to helping us thrive. Hi, I'm Dr. Luis Pacheco. Everyone deserves to thrive with optimal health, and helping people achieve that is something I'm passionate about. Emerging science around the gut microbiome has taught us how important gut health really is. But many people may not know how to begin an effective daily supplement regimen. What I love about Plexus products is how they promote thriving health from the inside out with a powerful yet simple gut health system. Weed, seed, feed. That's all you need to remember. Let me share how it works. But first, you need to know a few key things about the gut microbiome itself. Trillions of microorganisms live in your GI tract. Some of them can help you thrive by supporting your immune system, improving your mood, and even helping you manage your weight. Others have been associated with unwanted effects such as fatigue, occasional GI discomfort, irritability, and even weight gain. The microbes in your gut are always fighting for more space, so the key is finding the right balance. If you want to feel healthy, happy, and confident, then you want more beneficial microbes and fewer unwanted microbes. It's a delicate ecosystem that's easily thrown off by poor diets, lack of sleep, stress, and other factors. And that's where weed seed feed comes in. Just like a garden, you can help your gut microbiome flourish with these simple steps. Start with Triflex. Triflex brings 3 advanced gut health products together in one powerful system. BioCleanse uses magnesium and citrus bioflavonoids to help weed out unwanted substances. Probio 5 helps to weed out unwanted intestinal yeast with beneficial digestive enzymes, and it seeds your gut with healthy probiotics. And Slim Microbiome Activating feeds those probiotics with the prebiotics they need to thrive. For even more support, add Vital Biome to your daily routine to seed your gut with 8 clinically researched probiotic strains. And you can also hone in on supporting your weight management goals, along with your gut health, by choosing Slim Hunger Control. Don't let an unbalanced gut slow you down, because gut health can be simple and effective. Weed, seed, and feed your gut each day for the thriving health you deserve.
That video is so packed with information. When you start talking about this journey that you on, when you start talking about, hey, I'm feeling better, I'm taking this stuff, and many of you have been on it for a while, and people say, what is it? What is Plexus? Send them this video. This is such a great sum up. I know it only mentions 4 products, but this is our heart. This is our core, is gut health. Everything on here, there's gut health and nutrition. Those are the things that we're focused in on, but it's all inside affecting our gut, because where do our nutrition supplements go? Into our gut. So we're all focused in on gut health. So this is what you send them. Let the third-party tools, that's what these are called, these videos and the info sheets, all of this third-party tools is what we're calling them. And let them do the talking for you when you're still learning. I let them do the talking for me. People ask me questions and I send them the information sheet all the time. And I will plug them into a video. I will plug them into info because I'm not the expert. I've just been around this long enough, and I'm repeating what the scientific research is telling me. So share the information with them, and then they get to make the decision. That's Mitzi and I have been talking a lot, and we keep saying we're just driving people to the information. They get to decide if they want to take advantage of it and use it. It's not your responsibility to convince anybody. You're just here to share and to love people and to say, hey, this is making me feel better and my friends feel better. If you want to give it a shot, I'm here to help and support you. So I wanted to make sure you guys know where this information is. And again, it's in your virtual office. You go right over here to Training Center. You're going to click that resource library, and then it's in Ambassador Toolkits. So there are all of these are links. The green web button looking thing right there, that is all links to different sites that will be all about the Triflex, all about nutrition and wellness. So I want to click on this one. We've got like 2 more minutes. I wanted to do this before we stop and ask a couple questions, and then we'll jump over. Okay, this nutrition one, our nutrition title, if you will, covers these products right here. And it has, so all these products are featured in this website. And so it's got all kinds of info. Here's a great little video. Here's all about Immune Plus. That's our newest one. A bunch of more links. There's some coming soon behind the ingredients. Our active information sheet. So all kinds of great info here. And I believe I'm on the right track. Okay, here we go. So share the health. So here's some great shareables. These are beautiful shareables. Like, look at these. These are so pretty. You could post these on Instagram and Facebook. They're so pretty. Use this stuff. It's here for you. They've professionally taken these pictures so you can post about it and share about it. Let me keep scrolling here. Okay. Let me go back. I thought this was going to lead me into the recipes. Hold on just a second. Nutrition Wellness Kit. I think it might be the weight loss. Is it the weight loss that I see, Mitzi? Yes, weight loss. Okay, here we go. Okay, the weight loss toolkit is awesome. Let me see what time it is. Okay, we might not have time to watch that video. Okay, this is only 1 minute and 14 seconds. Guys, did you know that they hired this chef to come on and share with us some amazing recipes that we can try? Okay, this is just a minute video, so I just want to watch it together, okay?
Hello, One Plexus. I'm Chef Christopher Schlottman with the Food Doctors, and I'm thrilled to partner with Plexus to create delicious meals packed with mouth-watering, healthy recipes you can cook at home that will leave you feeling amazing. With over 20 years cooking experience in some of the best kitchens in the world, I've built my company on the grounds that eating healthy should be accessible to everybody and taste incredible. Whether you're new in the kitchen or practically a chef yourself, you'll soon be impressing everyone with these delightful new recipes. Forget endless ups and downs of fad diets. Reignite your passion for healthy eating and be confident in the healthy lifestyle with fun, flavorful meals you'll love. No more sacrificing taste to eat healthy. We'll bring you a great mix of breakfast, lunch, and dinner recipes that are all 400 calories or less eats delicious, low carb, high protein, and super nutrient dense. Stay tuned to all Plexus Worldwide social media channels. We will share step-by-step cooking videos of my favorite healthy recipes. Time to achieve your goals and feel more confident than ever. Healthy and happy cooking.
Isn't this amazing? And then look, scroll down here. You can download his meal plan. Guys, this is given to us for free. And did you hear his heart there? He believes that healthy eating should be accessible to everyone and taste amazing. And I love that heart. Everyone should be able to eat healthy and it should taste good. It shouldn't be tasting like we're eating cardboard. So you can download his meal plan and then you keep scrolling and he has videos. Caramelized onion, chicken frittata, beet cured salmon, steak with parsnip fries, like all these little videos and recipes. So keep scrolling. You can find all kinds of stuff. It's a powerhouse packed of information about healthy eating. So go check this out. My whole point is go check this out and share the information. You could share a different recipe like every week or every other day, and that's providing value. You can give value back to those who watch you on social media. And maybe cook it yourself and take some pictures of the recipe you chose to pick and chose to eat and share it with people as well. It's just a fun way to engage our social media and engage those that are watching our journey, and just to be encouraging, give them this recipe so they can cook it too. Okay, so it's about 5:17. I just want to see, I'm going to stop real quick, stop screen sharing. Do we have any questions? Does anybody have any questions for me while we transition over to our Team Fire page? I'm going to look real quick. Let me scan over. I don't see any questions. No questions. Okay. All right, I'm going to get this here. Oops. Sorry, hold on. There we go. Okay. All right. Well, this Team Spark call runs a little bit longer. It's usually about 25 to 30 minutes, and this one runs about 38 minutes. Hey, Trevs, you need to go on out, babe. Toby, why don't you bring me Taylor? Okay, Toby. That does not work, Trevor. Go on, baby. Okay. Oops, I got somebody coming in. There we are. I know. He's so excited. He knows that when he gets on here, he signs. I know. Are you trying to sign? Are you saying hi to everybody? Yeah. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Oh, let me screen share. Here we go. All right. I'm so excited, guys. Get ready to take notes. This is going to be so great. Okay.
You now, yes, you just okay, we're live. Okay. I had my volume down a little bit and I was like, you're kind of quiet, but here it's my fault. I'm so sorry about that. But I think we are both being heard now very well. And I am so excited, team, for you guys to get a chance to hang out with Jessica a little bit. I was just asking her, and I was trying to type at the same time, so I didn't catch what she said. But those of you who were on our live presentation with the company in January for Super Saturday and Leaders Retreat, we heard from her. Which section was it? It was a Leaders Retreat. It was part of Leaders Retreat. Part of Leaders. So those of you who were on Super Saturday, you would have missed the Leaders Retreat part. But I know many of you were on Leaders Retreat. And she spoke on something that was so powerful. I got teary-eyed. And I'm like, my team needs to hear this. And all the people who were gathered at my house, we had several of my team here, really said that was one of their favorite portions too. And we even had quite a bit of discussion on it. So I want to give Jessica a little bit of a proper introduction because I feel like, oh, everybody knows who Jessica Heffley is in Plexus, right? But you've spoken at a few events, if you might know your name. But what people don't always know is like our journeys. So I do want you to share a little bit, maybe briefly before you get into it, just, you know, what brought you to Plexus and that. But I remember watching Jessica rank up back when, because it was similar to mine. April 15th when you went diamond. It was the same month I did. And so, you know, knowing a little bit about people helps you understand that, especially someone like Jessica, she practices what she preaches, she walks the talk. And she has a beautiful little family. I just love seeing your pictures. You're so great at photos and social marketing. Her little boy and girl and her husband, Rob, they live in Arkansas. And I cannot wait to hear. So I'll shut up so we can hear from Jessica, Diamond Ambassador. That is so fun to listen to.
I'm going to tell you right off, we're going to go a little over 20 minutes because I love this topic. So I'm so sorry for the time change. Thank you for being flexible. I know a lot of you guys are going to watch the replay, which is totally fine. However, we can get this information to you. But I'm really excited. A little bit about me. I may sound like really bold and really confident, and you may have assumptions of what I'm really like, but I actually am an introvert. And so I've learned to master social media well. If you see me in person and I like don't talk to you or I'm shyer, please do not judge me. I'm not a horrible, mean person. I'm just quieter. Like I just like to be with my core group, and that's okay. We all have different personalities, but the beauty is you can be successful no matter who you are. So when that has to do with my story when I started. So back when I started, my husband was working gas and oil in gas and oil industry. And so they travel a lot. Our son was about 1.5 years. But prior to that, since my son was born, really, I'd always worked, but I got to be home with my son. And I thought it was my ultimate dream job. And I was like, I can't wait to be a stay-at-home mom. It's going to be amazing. We ended up moving to the middle of Ohio in winter. We were all by ourselves. It was horrible. And I was like, I'm kind of bored, or I actually felt a little bit guilty that I felt not that something was lacking. I loved being a mom and a wife, but I just felt like there was more that I could do for this world. And so I was looking, but first of all, we were drowning in a lot of debt. So my husband had a great job, made good money, but we were squeaking by with the minimums on everything. And so I had literally been praying, Google searching for ways to make money from home. I'd done this for about 1 year, like filling out surveys, mystery shopping. I looked into other network marketing companies, but they all had like huge sales quotas and they had party models. And I personally hated being invited to somebody's house for a party where they always said, no obligation to buy. I always felt obligated to buy when I was at their home in their party. So anyways, I didn't like any of those things. So long story short, so Tamara Holloway, I saw her posting. I had some people in my newsfeed that were posting about Plexus, but they were doing it horribly. And it actually had turned me off to Plexus for a very long time. And so they were like, one of them was only about weight loss. That's all she ever talked about. So I thought it was some weight loss scheme company. And another one was like, please buy from me, please. I'm putting in a bulk order. Who wants to order? And I was just like, ugh. And so Tamara Holloway was doing it different. I was never turned off by her posts. I actually was kind of intrigued and interested, but still was like, girl, that's never for me. That is not for me. That's not for me. Until one day she's at the Lexus dealership picking out her Lexus. And we weren't that close, but I'd known her from church. And so I knew she was a good quality person. So when she got that Lexus, in my mind, I was like, oh my gosh, I bet she's making $3,000 a month. Can you that was unfathomably life-changing income for me at the time. Like I was like, oh, if only I would ever get to that level, our life would be changed forever. And so I called her, and which is also uncharacteristic of me. I'm a texter. And I was like, hey, like, what is this? Is this for real? How much are you making? And at that time, she was making close to $10,000 a month. That's what I did. That's what my jaw did. And it was hilarious because in my mind, I'm like, no way, absolutely no way. no way. But my other friend was like, I know she's not lying to me. She's a good person. So I was like, I couldn't make sense of it. So anyways, I really felt like this was an answer to prayer to get out of debt. I went home and was really excited to tell my husband, I feel like this is the answer to our prayer. And he was like, no, you're not doing that. We're not being those people. No. And I just felt really adamant about it. And I knew we needed it for our health. So much to talk about, so I gotta talk faster. Because my son was born with eczema. This is also part of our story. And so he was born with eczema. And when I took him to the doctors, they would just be like, oh, everybody has eczema. Here's some steroid cream. And I was like, that's not okay with me. It's not okay that everybody has eczema. There's something going on inside of him. And I said, when they eat certain foods, it gets worse. And they were like, no, food doesn't affect eczema. And so, Mama Bear, listen to your intuition and your heart. And the Lord prepared me for that before Plexus. So I already was on a journey of discovering about gut health. And so when I found out about Triflex, because I thought it was just weight loss. So that's why I really wasn't interested. But when I found out Lori Harrison, bless her heart, like she used to have these amazing gut health videos, and they've since been taken down, but they were like, I could stand on this. I can educate about this on my social media. Every single person ever needs this, not those other companies that are only for female products, from the ages of 20 to 40. I'm like males, children, females, every age. And so anyways, long story short, I went it all in. And this is very important. Whether you've been with the business for 7 years or brand new, I posted about it consistently and a lot. Nobody had any question about what I was doing. But a lot of people thought I was crazy. We gotta fast forward. My 5 closest friends thought I was crazy. They said I was so excited to tell them because they were my 5 closest friends. So I was like, surely they were going to do this with me. Surely. A couple needed it for their health. A couple needed it for their finances. One was unexpectedly pregnant again, and she worked in corporate America. Yeah, they're going to do it with me. Yeah. All 5 said no. And this is where it's so important to have vision in your business. Okay, so that easily could have crushed me, could have made me been like, oh, I made the wrong decision. I know I never should have done this. Oh, they think I'm crazy. I must be crazy. Let me tell you, this is my first tip to tell you. You are not normal. So you are not normal. Network marketing is not normal. The more you try to cower back to try to fit into the normal box, the more stress and anxiety you're going to continue to feel. Let there be freedom and knowing you're not normal. And that's okay. Mm-hmm. If you want to be normal, you can be poor, be stressed out. What all poor means to me, like the words rich and poor sometimes have weird connotations to me. All they mean to me is when you are poor, you do not have any options. Like you literally can only think about yourself because you're just trying to get by. You're just trying to pay the next month's bills. And in doing that, you don't have any help. Just even like my whole body just went like this. Like it literally shut down. And when I think of wealth, when I think of rich, when I think of abundance, like, look, my hand naturally just went, oh. Like it's open, it's free, it's lighter. I'm able to think about others and help others without it being a crunch for me, without it being a stressor for me. I'm able to go on a date night without that stressing our budget. I'm able to get my nails done, like do something fun, go get a massage. I'm able to go on vacation with my family. We're able to hugely financially blessed ministries. Cedar Rock is one of our favorites. It's a marriage ministry that helps couples connect and find rest around God and connection with each other. We love supporting that. Like we love sending pastors and their wives to go for free to that. Like it's one of our most favorite things to do. Okay, so stop trying to be normal. Okay, I didn't realize the interaction of this. I want to ask you first in the comments now, if you're watching it live, or even if you're watching it later, let's type some things in. I want you to type when I say the word scarcity, or I say the word poor, or I say the word fixed mindset. What characteristics come to mind? let's use our imaginations. Some person comes to mind for you. So don't write the name in the comments, but let's write some characteristics of what that person represents. So put that there in the comments. Anything that comes to mind, like some of the ones that I can't see your comments right now. So some of the things that come to mind for me is like whiny, complaining, a victim, like it's never their fault. It's always somebody else's fault. What's some other ones? Lazy, give excuses. What's some more in the comments? Somebody that is stuck in a fixed mindset or a scarcity mentality or poverty mentality. There's lots of words for it.
I'm watching the comments for you. Jessica.
Throw them out for me.
I haven't seen one right now, but one that came to my mind is judgmental.
Yeah.
That's where I had found myself in that state.
Okay, I feel like we have some similar stories in that. And then I did not grow up. Okay, let this be known. Well, y'all say this now. Okay, I did not grow up with money. I did not grow up with money. I grew up with a family of 7. My dad worked at a glass factory. He worked swing shift. I don't know if you know this. He worked at a factory. He wore steel-toed boots, safety goggles. He had to work midnight shifts. And he probably made just over $30,000 and supported a family of 7.
Wow.
And so everything you're listing in the scarcity category was us. Okay. That's who we were. But the bottom line is it's just easier to judge people than it is to deal with your feelings of uncomfortability that you wish that could be you. We're gonna get to that in just a second. Okay, so we're listed out some scarcity characteristics.
Someone mentioned uncoachable and unteachable.
That is really good ones, okay? Uncoachable, unteachable. And as you guys are listing these and reading the comments, let's have some self-awareness here. We all, let me ask you, have you had some of these characteristics at one point or another, or right now? Okay, we got to be honest with ourselves. Self-awareness is one of the most important parts of leadership. You want to talk about a scarcity mindset? They're one that will avoid being aware of what they contribute or how they feel. Okay, so we're not going to do that anymore. Let's all acknowledge we've had some of those. Okay, now I want to list what characteristics you think of when you think of abundance. Someone who operates out of abundance, someone with a wealth mindset or a growth mindset. There's a book that was really helpful to me. It's not a Christian book, so I'm careful when I talk about it, but Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. So he talks about rich mindset and poor mindset, but really the entire book and every single theme is fixed mindset and growth mindset. It's the same thing. Okay, so abundance mindset. I think of they're peaceful, they're fun, they're helpful, they take ownership, they're problem solvers. What's some more, Brenda, that you think of or that someone else may be listing here? Abundance mindset characteristics. Think of a person in your mind who you want to be like, and think of some characteristics that they have.
I think of making choices out of generosity rather than out of, like we just never use the wording anymore at our house. Oh, we can't afford that, or can we afford that? Because that's not the mindset we have. We make the choices out of, oh, how can this bless our lives, increase our lives, or increase others?
Yeah, good. Keep listing those out. One of the biggest red flags, I'm aware of so much of it now. You just said it. I can't afford that. Like if anybody ever says I can't afford that, in my mind, I'm like, oh, they have a fixed mindset. Because that is one of the most easiest ways to tell, because you can because abundance mindset are problem solvers. They're everything's figureoutable. So if you say I can't afford that, that automatically closes you down, closes your imagination down, closes your dreams down, closes your work ethic down. Here's this and this reason why I can't. Those are scarcity things. Okay, instead of saying abundance way to answer that question is something that say you're saying I can't afford to go on summer vacation. We can't afford to go on summer vacation. Instead of saying, oh, I would really love to create those memories for my family. That would be really important to me. What are some things that I can do to help make that happen? Because the possibilities are literally endless. But first, we had to have this awareness piece of the difference between scarcity and abundance. Okay, you have to understand where you are or where you may be getting stuck. And this goes even deeper. I've been really studying spiritual warfare. Okay, and I'm gonna go here for just a second. The only power the enemy has, like the only power, like I believe Jesus died, rose again, he has all the power, okay? But so Satan doesn't have any power. The only power that he has is deceiving you to believe a lie. That's literally the only power that he has, okay? So when you are feeling anxious, scared, afraid, or you're like got performance issues, you can't ever stop working, or you're excessively lazy, or whatever those things are, it is coming from a root of a lie that you have believed about your identity. This is super huge. I've been doing a podcast series on that, on You're Worth It podcast. I was leading the Bible study. I'm like, the world needs to know this stuff. So I've been recapping it and putting it out there on the podcast because it's simpler than we think. Like, it's not something to be scared of. It's an awareness. All it is awareness of what's going on. And so, Satan wants you to stay poor. Satan absolutely wants you to stay poor. He wants you to feel guilty about making money. He wants you to feel shame about owning a successful business. He wants you to feel, basically, you have to listen to the voice of condemnation. Like if it's making you feel bad about what you are doing, that is not from the Lord. That's not from God. And there's no freedom in that. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's freedom. And so you have to be aware of the tone of the voice of the things that you are hearing, of the lie. Okay, if it's a condemning tone, it's a lie against you. Okay, because the truth, look, I just did it again. This amazes me, my body posture when I talk about things. Like the truth rises you up. The truth is abundant. The truth in who you are in your identity is freedom to be what God called you to be, which is not normal, by the way, what we just talked about at the beginning, okay? That's not normal. And so when you live in your true identity, it doesn't matter if second cousin Aunt Sally thinks that you're crazy. That doesn't matter. If your best friend from high school thinks you're crazy for doing plexus, that doesn't matter, because your identity is in this. I have something that changes people's lives, and I'm not going to shut up about it, because Sally and Sarah over here, you just misunderstand. Okay. So when I go to make that post, I'm not going to stop and go, oh, let me edit that to make Sally not as mad at me for doing plexus. Stop thinking about Sally. Okay. You keep your eyes on the prize. Remember, you're not normal, and you're not trying to convince a hater. Your purpose in life is not to convince a horrible, sad person over here to change their mind. That's going to slow you down. You keep your eyes on your vision and on your purpose. So, a couple things I wanted to mention also about abundance is, well, I wanted to talk about how it affects our past, present, and future. Okay. So first and foremost, you may be reading this and you'll be like, oh, I've got all those scarcity characteristics, or, oh, I say I can't afford it all the time, or how this plays out in our business. Like we talked about leadership retreat, a scarcity mentality is, oh, this one girl jumped to another company. My business is ruined. Like my business is ruined. I might as well throw in the towel. Like, they're just all going to leave. That is so a scarcity mindset. An abundance mindset is, bless you on the way out. I've got a purpose and a mission, and you're not slowing us down. Okay, that's an abundance mindset. Another way this plays out in our business is if you've got this hot prospect, right? And you know they're going to be a diamond, and you're doing the follow up. You're doing all these things. And then they sign with somebody else. You don't know what happened. And you have a choice there. I mean, let yourself be sad for a minute. Let yourself have that emotion. But you can either be like, this is horrible. This is the worst thing ever. I'm never going to get to diamond now. This person isn't on my team. What are we doing again? We're making excuses. We're blaming. We're not taking ownership. Y'all, life's going to be hard sometimes, okay? But the true leaders keep moving forward. So I just want you to forgive anything from your past. Like, let's forgive any old mindsets, any, if we're talking about money, even like any bad mistakes you've had with money. A lot of people feel shame, like they have maybe made good money in the past, or just made bad mistakes, like bought a house they shouldn't have, or spent money somewhere, or lost money, or have a lot of credit card debt they're still paying off. We gotta release the guilt and shame. Okay, because again, those are the condemning, awful, I'm not good enough, you're so bad voices. And get back to, so we're going to forgive those things. The current situation. Okay, we're going to talk about what we can do currently with our money and our business real quick. So currently, I'm going to talk about money real quick. You cannot avoid money, okay? And so to be a good steward of what you've been blessed with, we need to steward that well, and that includes not avoiding, which was my method of operation for a long time. Money was a big conflict in our marriage, and it really never has to do about money. It has to do with like protection, and it has to do with attachment theory, but that's a whole other call. But so that was always a stressor for us. I was the saver, my husband was the spender, and it just did not go well. So it was just easier to avoid. But how did that do for us to just continue to avoid? It didn't do well. You've heard me say it once, I'll say it again. Leaders are not avoiders. And so another good way to self-coach yourself is just anything that you're avoiding. If you are avoiding something, we've got to go there, understand why we are avoiding it, and move forward. So also currently in your business, actually, let me tell you this real quick, and then I'll do currently in your business. I need to show Brenda this. This is like fascinating me. I'm learning how to do freedom prayer. Back to the lies that we believe. Okay, the lies we believe about our business. This affects your business. Okay, when someone's too scared to post, or too scared to ask somebody, or won't sign up for a convention, or they start ghosting you, or any conflict, resistance, avoidance in your business or in the businesses of people that you coach, the people on your team, it's because of a lie they believe. Okay, so hang with me here. This is kind of like a visual. So everything starts with the roots, like the lie. So this is not an exhaustive list, but like an example of lies that a lot of people believe. I'm worthless, I'm unlovable, I'm afraid, I'm alone. I have to take control of myself. I have to take care of myself. I have to take control. I am stupid. I should have never done that. I'm going to die. I'm a failure, like all of these things. Okay, so this is what happens. So again, Satan comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Okay, he wants to steal anything that has to do with the goodness of you, the goodness of God in you. He wants to take it away. He wants to take it away. So at a very young age, this is how it happens. He will make you believe one of these things about yourself when you're little. Like, just nothing even hugely traumatic has to happen to you. In second grade, a girl in the playground could tell you that your shirt is ugly. And then from then on out, you're always self-conscious about what you look like or what you wear. Do I fit in, or do people like me? This is how it goes. It's as simple as that. Okay, so, but the neat thing is that these roots, they grow into a tree. Okay, so oftentimes these are emotions that show up, but somebody will either be mad, sad, or afraid. So they'll be bitter or frustrated or lonely or discouraged or fearful or anxious. Like, that's the emotions that they're feeling. And the fruit that then produces, because of those feelings are always tied to what you believe. Feelings lead you to your beliefs. And so, you may be mad, sad, or afraid, which could lead to apathy or addictions or anger or isolation or panic attacks or even performance issues. We all know somebody, probably all of us, who have these things. And this fruit is because of these dang lies down here. Okay, these lies grow and produce these fruits. Okay, and so when I'm learning about this, it just helps me have so much more empathy for people and why they are the way they are and why they act the way they are. So we've got to get to the root of these things and help people find some freedom. So currently in your business, let's go back to that as far as scarcity and abundance. Where are you at right now in your business? I like to keep things simple. And so I'm going to teach you, you probably know this, you probably heard this before. but you're probably not doing it. The simple act of intentionality, the simple act of 5 minutes, anytime before you go to bed, anytime today, taking 5 minutes and looking at tomorrow and intentionally planning and scheduling when you're going to work your business, when you're going to do intentional things with your home, your family, and intentional things for you. Okay? Things do not happen unless you plan for them.
Yep.
Your business isn't going to grow if you don't work it. And oftentimes it gets the back burner if it's not prioritized and scheduled.
Yep.
This is so simple. This is what abundance mindset people do. They just do a little bit of planning. I am not saying get a calendar out and spend 5 hours mapping out tomorrow. I'm saying take 2 minutes on your iPhone laying in bed tonight and schedule out, actually put in your work hours, what's something you're going to do with your family, and what's something you're going to do for yourself. And so your family can include, like a dinner time or a game time, or, it's a date with your spouse, a date with one of your children. Like, I don't want these things to go by the wayside. Like you can be, here's a lie. If you are believing that you can't be a good mom and a good businesswoman, that's a lie.
Yep.
That is so a lie. And that's good. And that's a common one. So there's no guilt or shame in that. Like, that is so a common one. And that is still what Satan wants you to believe. He wants you to believe that you can't be good at any of them. So you won't try at any of them. Okay. Let me tell you, Proverbs 31 woman, she was a businesswoman. She had hired help. Okay. The most amazing woman in the whole Bible that people talk about all the time. Okay. But we have some things to learn from her. She worked hard. She got up before the sun rose. She had people that helped her, and her husband and children called her blessed, okay? Because she also gave them the time and attention that they needed as well, okay? So to be good at all three is what the Lord is calling you to be. What the Lord is the vision that he has set before you. So just a little bit of attention and you'll feel great about that. And then the next one is for the future. Okay, here's the exercise I want you to do, because we got to start planning. We got to start thinking. We got to start going there. Okay, so here's one of the exercises. I want you to write down $100,000, and I want you to let yourself dream of when you make $100,000 a month, where it's going to go. I want you literally to steward it out. I want you to write it down. I want you to say, okay, let's go ahead and let's put 30% away to taxes. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Let's do our tithes and giving. Let's start dreaming, how much are we going to spend it on our bills? How much can we put towards savings? How much are we going to put toward retirement? How much are we going to put toward investments? What are we going to buy with that? What's some fun things you want to do? What are some ways you want to give? And what are some fun ways? But let's expand, okay? And so I don't know what you're feeling right now. I know some of you guys are like, yeah, awesome, this is exciting. Some of you guys are like, oh my gosh, this is making me sweat. Or you may be thinking, oh, that's never gonna happen for me, okay? Did you just see my face? Oh, that's never gonna happen for me. You see how I just went like that? That's a lie. Well, you live into the story you tell yourself. And so if that is your belief, that's never gonna happen to me, you're right. You're right. We live into the story we tell ourselves. But how fun might it be to plan for what our life will be like and what we're going to do, and to plan ahead for it? Because honestly, that's good stewardship. Because what happens to these lottery winners is they make millions of dollars, they spend it all, and then they go bankrupt. Like, that's not good stewardship. So good stewardship is expecting the abundance before it happens. It is visualizing what that life is going to be like. I'm not saying name it and claim it. I am not saying that, but I am saying without vision, the people perish. Without vision, you're definitely not going to get there. Here's a common example. I want to go to Paris. It is not a shoo-in for me. I'm working a balanced business to, I don't say I'm working really hard anymore. Like, that feels like, I am working, but I'm balanced now. I work with intentionality. I work my business and I'm intentional with my family. But I got this on my desk. okay? And I have a printed out picture on my refrigerator of the Eiffel Tower, and I see it every day. And I let myself dream. Let me tell you, adults on this call, older and younger than me, why did we stop dreaming? I just literally read this today on someone's Instagram. Let me read it to you. It reminds me of this. She said, children are born with all the wonder they will need. Our job is to not take it away. Your little kids dream, and they have imaginations, and they have big plans for what they think their future is going to be like. When did we stop that? Man, it's like depressing and sad for us to ever have stopped that. So stop stopping it. Like, as part of your homework, as the $100,000 a month, I also want you to just like aimlessly stare out the window and imagine what that's going to feel like. Okay, I want you to tap into the feelings of that. Feelings are powerful, and that's also something I avoided a lot in my life. So, let me make sure I've got everything I want to talk to you guys about. Visualize, set your work hours. Let me give you one more homework assignment. I want you to post about income. I want you to post more about money. When I coach people, oftentimes someone on my team will come and they're like, I don't have any business builders. And I'll always go and look, I'll scroll their social media, and I'll scroll at least back 2 weeks. And every single time, this has never not happened. They've never posted something that would attract me to join their business. And all I'm saying by me is that I joined for the income, and I was a business builder, and I was self-sufficient. And you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone's like, my team is so needy. I'm like, well, do you want someone that's going to take off? Then you got to tell them about the money, because I was not about to put myself out there if I thought you were making $50 a month. No stinking way. I didn't get so excited until I actually found out how much Jules make. And then I was like, oh my God. But the beautiful thing is, it was the answer to my prayer. Mm-hmm. And so let's not discount this. Mm-hmm. Maybe because you're awkward about money, don't mean someone else ain't on their knees struggling, praying for a way to get to be with their babies, but also pay off this debilitating debt. Okay. And that's also such an abundant freedom way that I work my business now. Like, I used to always have to think, oh, I gotta do this. I gotta find the people. The more that I've kind of let off of control, relax, not that I don't work my business, but I am more purposeful. And like, I'm saying, God, may I be the answer to somebody else's prayer. May the person who needs to see my post today see it. And it just feels so much more purposeful. So and since I have that mindset, and since I started believing about Paris, actually, more people have come to me. I think they can sense that I'm not desperate. People can sense abundance. They just can. They can sense it. So anyways, I've talked way too long. I just wanted to leave.
No, you haven't. You have not.
And I just want to say something about Brenda. You guys have a phenomenal leader. Like, to have such a quality person who, she loves Jesus. She loves her family. She's a hard worker. Like, and she's not drama. And that is something that I just really, really, really respect. She minds her business. She grows as a person. And because of the growth that she experiences as a person, you've experienced as a team. Yeah. That's all leadership is teaching somebody else something that you've learned. So team, never stop learning, because you're inspiring people just like Brenda has inspired you.
Wow, you're so sweet. But like I told you before we even started this, I couldn't wait to hear what you had to say, because I know it's all stuff whether we know it or not, or think we know it or not, we need reminders. And I hope, and I really know a lot of people here heard something new today, and they've also heard reminders, which we need both. Yeah. All I can say is it was so perfect. Like, if you cannot grab a hold of what Jessica shared with you and put some of it into action, then yeah, you might not reach your dreams. But this is what it's about. Intentionality, I think, is the thing that hit me the most, because that I can say the same thing, Jessica. That's what made all the difference for me. I have scheduled time for my business, scheduled time for my school, and scheduled time for my family time, which fills my cup. If I don't get my family time, enjoy my kids, then I start getting into that desperate scarcity feeling. And so that's what fills my cup. So put on your schedule, make it happen, whatever fills you, makes you feel at peace as a mom or whatever your role is. And then you're going to work from that. When you share, you're going to share with peace and abundance, because I think that's kind of what you're trying to say, right? In the intentional part of it. Yeah. So I really can't add to anything you said because it was so good. I took so many notes, and I cannot wait to hear more comments below from you guys. Especially, I want to hear from you if you did what the assignment that she said, to write the 100,000 a month. Mind blowing, right? But it can be real. And when we think towards that, like she said, we move towards it.
Abundance eliminates stress, whether that's emotional abundance or financial abundance.
Yeah.
It eliminates stress. What a gift.
So true. So true. Yeah. One thing that I have to say, since we have accomplished all that we have with Plexus and our finances and the freedom that it's given, is we do have much more peace in our home. And I've even had people come here and express that's what they sense when they're here. And it's just blessed me so much, because it wasn't always that way. Yes. So that's something you guys can know if you just get rid of those lies.
Yeah, if you're not feeling peace, it's a lie you've believed. Yeah,
I agree with so much of what you said. Thanks so much for your time. I know it's precious and valuable, and we appreciate it. Let's talk to you later.
Yeah, see you
again.
Oh, my stars. That was amazing. Hold on, let me stop screen sharing here. That was so good. Wow. I'm like, that was amazing. So that's it, guys. That I learned so much from Jessica Heffley, and this is my heart too. We have something amazing that is changing people's lives. You guys have heard my story about how these products gave my husband his wife back and my children their mommy back. And I couldn't keep quiet about them. And gut health is the up and coming in the scientific research. It's affecting everything, immunity and anxiety and depression and all these different things that we deal with on a regular basis, fatigue and adrenal fatigue and failure. So we have something amazing to help people physically. And we also have something amazing that can help people financially. It's a simple process. Network marketing is sharing about the things that you love. It's a simple process, but it's not easy because because you're not normal. And you've got to change that mindset. And when they say it's personal growth with a paycheck, that's exactly what it is. And you got to buckle up and be ready for that personal growth. And I'm going through a lot of it right now. So I'm right along with you making those hard decisions. So thank you guys so much for your time tonight. I'm gonna let you go. It's right at 6 o'clock. Thank you so much, Emma. You guys, Emma hopped on last minute. I appreciate her so much because yes, I forgot to have an interpreter ready for today. So she hopped on last minute. So thank you, Emma. You did amazing. Hope you guys have an amazing Thursday night, and we will see you next time. Have a great weekend.
Your Highness,